Hello everyone, in this video I will explain how to document your work. So if you see in week 3, I have given you a template here. Once you created the database and uh, do all the required things, the last thing you would do is document your work. So I have given you the template. Let's open the template here. Okay, so this is the template. First is the title sheet. So make sure title page, make sure you provide your information here. So we have to follow APA style of referencing. If you don't know what it is, please Google it. Whenever you cite any literature in your work, you have to follow APA style of referencing. Okay, so use Times New Roman font size 12, single space, and 1-inch margin throughout, and justify your work. I mean, justify your sentences. For example, what do you mean by justify? I'll just select all of them, and this is justify margin, right? So it looks better. So always justify your margin. Okay. Okay, having said that, you need to have all these sections. You got to have introduction, methodology, data analysis, discussion, conclusion, and references. Now, whatever I have given you, it's for your reference, but it may not be enough. You have to go outside what I have covered and do your own research. You can read other books. You can watch YouTube videos. You can refer to other sites, and whatever you do, those are your references, and you need to cite them in your work. And why I want you to document like this, because this is very much like a research report, which if you hand it over to someone, they will be able to go through it and make sense out of your uh, database, or what you have done and why you have done it. In introduction section, you have to explain the problem, what problem Sylvester's bike shop company is facing, how your approach will solve those problems, explain what value will you add to them, and describe how such a database will make them more effective and efficient in terms of maintaining information and retrieving information. In methodology, basically, is you are going to tell us what technology you're using and why you're using such a technology. Like you're using MS Access. It's a simple, interface-based relational database management system, which is much easier to use and easier to learn. And then you will describe how many tables you will need to correctly map Sylvester's bike shop company. Uh, you know, why you need those tables, how you're going to create those tables, and how would that help you store the information more in most efficient manner. So you have to sort of briefly write about all those things in the methodology section. In data analysis, you have to clearly list the tables, relationships between those tables, queries, and reports. So what I want you to do is, for the table, for example, you're going to do like this. They're going to say one uh, supplier table. Then you will go back to your database. Okay, supplier table, open this one up, and print screen, the sub button on your keyboard, print screen, and then come here, right click and paste. Okay, and then you can do a little editing here, picture format. Let's crop it a little bit. Okay, maybe this much is good enough. Okay, and then expand this one and briefly write what is this table about. So you can say, this table stores all the information about suppliers. So we have supplier number, company name, address, city, and things like that. So likewise, you are going to do for the second table as well. Let's say product table, and repeat the process. Clearly explain the relationship between the tables. So you have to here mention that there exists one-to-many relationship between uh, product table and supplier table, and one supplier can supply many products, but each product is supplied by one and only one supplier. And what you need to do is you need to go to the database tools here, relationship, print screen this one and paste it here. Okay, and explain the relationship. Okay, so again, I will go to the picture format, crop it, okay, and explain what this relationship means, like I just did, right? So you're going to say once one supplier can supply many products, each product is supplied by one supplier. Likewise, you are going to do the queries, like say number one is 5 most SIB bikes, okay, and then you will double click on here, let's say, and print screen this one, and let's do it and put it here. Let's say this is one here. Okay, and then you are going to explain me, not this one. Okay, so you have to explain me what this query is doing. So this query is fetching 5 most expensive bike and sorting the bike in the descending order of the selling price, and also showing the markup values. So you can see the most markup value that a bike is fetching is product number 24. So this is how you have to write your details here. So likewise, you're going to do with the report as well, similar fashion. And then you have to discuss here, you have to list out the managerial implication, like how managers can use your information to make good decisions, what all these data analysis that you have done mean to the management, and how they can use your solution to solve their problems. And you can mention many different things here. You can say that you using your database, company can quickly fetch the information from multiple tables in one uniform report, and that will help them make the decisions. You can also say that you have enforced the referential integrity while creating the relationship between the table, which will avoid data anomalies such as errors by inputting supplier number which is not there in your database. Okay, so it will be easier for them to maintain their information, increase their efficiency and effectiveness in the process. So that's how you have to write the discussion. Conclusion, you have to briefly write the concluding remarks about what you have done, and this is the way you should be doing your documentation. And one last thing, if you read this one here, so what you have to do is I have done is, basically I have given you the solution to your case, but you need to go a step further because you got to do something on your own. What you are going to do is you are going to research this topic of inventory management. You can just do inventory management database in MS Access, Google it, you'll find plenty of databases. And based on your research, you have to add one additional table to the database, and you can create fictitious information and load that in that table, create the relationship between existing tables, one or more, okay, and create a simple query and a simple report as we have done here. Okay, so the query will combine the information from this newly created table and one existing table. So you have to create a query based on join, like we did for product and supplier information query, right? So you have to do like that and then show the result. Then you have to create the report based on this newly created query and provide the detailed explanation as you have done for other queries and tables and relationships. Okay, so basically, if you go back to database tool relationship here, you are going to create additional table. So obviously you're going to go create a table in design view, right? And create a table. What additional table can you create? It could be any other table. For example, a customer table, right? A customer can order many products, right? So you can input the customer information, fictitious customer information, whatever comes to your mind, okay? And you can come up with 5-6 fields, so whatever, customer number, name, state, zip code, phone number, email, whatever, and create the relationship between customer and product table. Okay, so for that, what you need to do is you need to alter the product table as well and include customer number here, so that you can create the relationship between customer table and product table and fetch the data. So it will be one-to-many relationship between customer table and product table. One customer can buy many product, but each product is bought by one and only one customer. And you know, you can expand on that one. This is just a guideline. You don't have to create the customer table. You can create any other table that you want based on your research. So I just wanted to give you a brief overview of how you would document your work. Thank you very much, and you know, I'll see you later on. Bye.